I just said, I just shook his hand, and it's over now. We fought, and we did what we had to do. There's a lot of hype behind the fight. We're trying to pump it the most they can, and we're working, so no hard feelings, and he's real tough, and I knew he was going to be, so we just shook hands, and it's cool. It's cool with me. He's a great fighter and a tough fight.
Dana, over here to your left. Were you surprised that Brock retired tonight, or did you know he was going to retire if he lost?
No, I had no idea. I had no idea he was going to do that. Am I surprised? No. Brock Lesnar's made a lot of money in his career, and you know, he's achieved a lot of things. Brock Lesnar came to me one night here at the MGM, and he pulled me aside and said, "I want to fight in the UFC." And I laughed. He's 1-0, came from the WWE, and he brought a lot of excitement to the heavyweight division. What that man accomplished in a short amount of time with one fight is amazing. And yeah, I get it. It doesn't shock me, but I didn't know.
I know you're not a doctor or anything, but do you think the diverticulitis really affected him and shortened his what could have been a really great career?
I think it did before. I think what shortened him tonight was a kick to the body. A lot of people don't realize what that feels like. He said, "I think my rib's broken." I don't know what a broken rib feels like, but if it hurts worse than this, I don't want to feel it.
No, just the media. The media said that I had no chance. They said I had no chance, and I told them since this first started, I at least have a puncher's chance. Good Lord blessed me with the left hand. I was going to put it on him, and that's what I told everybody. And about Wednesday, I told my camp, I'm going to hit him as hard as I can, see where he falls. And that's pretty much, after that, I was going to change my game plan to something else. But first, I just want to hit him as hard as I could. That's about it. But, you know, see what happened. Because he's a tough fighter. I knew that was going to be a 3-round war. That's what I trained for. That's what I prepared for. And good Lord bless me with the knockout. You know what I'm saying?
And right now, Johnny, obviously there's a lot of key matchups at 170, and things are kind of tied up at the very top. But you know, where do you feel like you're at in your career? I mean, are you among those top contenders right now, or do you feel like you still got a couple steps to go?
I don't think I think I belong where I'm at now. You know, I mean, I just beat the #2 ranked guy. GSP couldn't do it in 5 rounds. BJ Penn couldn't do it. Loved the guy to death. He couldn't do it. You know, I just knocked the guy, #2 ranked guy out in 12 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Where does that put me? Hopefully for a title. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to go out there and prove it again. You know what I'm saying? That's about what Ronnie was saying. Step up whenever the opportunity is given to you. Take it with everything you got and lay everything out on the line, and good Lord willing, it'll happen.
If I could ask Alexander a question, please. Can you talk about how the fight was unfolding? It seemed like, you know, Matyushenko was having trouble dealing with your range and your length. Can you talk about, you know, how it unfolded?
Yeah, that was my game plan, my tactic. I just want to have it. He's a strong guy and a lot of routine, a lot of fights. I've been there lots of years, so I just want to keep my distance and use my reach.
And people are already starting to talk about you as a potential opponent for John Jones at some point because of your length and your power and your speed. Do you welcome that conversation, or is it too early for that?
You know, I think it's too early for that. You know, I just want to take one fight at a time and win my fights. You know, and I just want to climb the rankings.
And one final question for you. It sounds like the UFC is going to your home country in March. Is it a given that you'll be on that card?
Yeah, I really hope so. That would be awesome. Can't wait to that.
I just said, I just shook his hand, and it's over now. We fought, and we did what we had to do. There's a lot of hype behind the fight. We're trying to pump it the most they can, and we're working, so no hard feelings, and he's real tough, and I knew he was going to be, so we just shook hands, and it's cool. It's cool with me. He's a great fighter and a tough fight.
You've been training more in your ground game?
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, since moving out to Alliance in San Diego, training with some of the best guys in the world, you know, I just want to get better everywhere. I've said it for a long time. I want to be the best I can be in this sport, and I'm going out to achieve it. And training with guys in Alliance
And last question for Jimmy. Jimmy, you seem like, not to rain on your parade, you had a great night, but you seem like you gassed yourself out a little bit, you punched yourself out a little bit. What was going through your mind there during that moment when you were popping Nam with all of those shots and you weren't putting them away, but were you thinking, I got to calm down here and save myself?
I was wondering what it takes to put Nam Fan away. I was giving him, all I could, and all that went through my head was watching Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin fight, and the last thing I wanted to do was gas out and have Nam get top position or possibly in the fight. So I knew I was trying to finish it, keep going forward, but at the same time trying to keep a little bit of gas tank just in case.
Great fight, man.
And there was a report that came out earlier today that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was going to hold your purse because of the situation with Golden Glory. I was wondering if you could touch on that.
I didn't know about that.
You're just finding out right now?
Yep.
Do you have any comments on that?
No comments.
For Alistair over here to your left. He hurt you at any point in the fight?
Well, like I said, he threw a first jab and he cut me, and I felt drops of blood in my eye, and then like 10 seconds later I couldn't see from my right eye, and then I knew, oh, I'm cut. So I gotta take it easy and not get some more shots. But other than that, he didn't hurt me.
It seemed like when people were talking about this fight, a lot of people thought that if you could stuff his early shots, that he would get frazzled, and really sort of, that would be your opening to do what you wanted. Was that your take on the fight as well? If you could stop his early onslaught, that it would be your fight to lose?
Well, the thing is, I didn't know what he was going to do. Usually Brock always comes in full force and he rushes. But you always, like I didn't watch any tapes of him prior to the fight because I didn't want to have my mindset that he's going to come like a bull. And he didn't, so.
And just looking ahead to the Dos Santos fight, obviously you said you had stitches, but overall, I mean, in a perfect world, when would you like this fight to happen?
Well, first I'd like to have a nice long holiday and arrange some stuff, get my stuff in order, because there's still some work to do. And I don't know, maybe before the summer or in the summer 2012.
And finally, you said before that he's one of, if not the best boxers in the heavyweight division. Obviously, you pride yourself on your striking and your kickboxing background. Is this a dream matchup for you to go against the guy who you consider to be the best boxer, and then you could thus prove once and for all that you are the best heavyweight striker in the world?
I think for everybody. I think everybody's excited for this fight.